Hey guys, I'm doing an Ask FM Q&A, and I hope that you guys enjoy this. I'll leave my Ask FM down below. It's always in my links now. So yeah, if you want to ask me a question, you can either do it there or in the comments below. How do you know if your teacher is into you? This is not something that you should have to worry about. My best friend's boyfriend tried to kiss me at a party. Help. Okay, here's what you need to do in these kind of situations, and your friend may react in a good way, like, oh, thank you for telling me, or in a like, I don't believe you. But regardless, you need to tell her. Like, put yourself in your friend's situation whenever you're in like a, ooh, should I tell her or no? Like, would you want to know? In these situations, of course you would want to know that your boyfriend is cheating on you, and whether or not she listens to you, at least it's in the back of her mind now, in case she gets a little bit weirded out by something that he's doing, so tell her, absolutely. How do I get a guy's number who I'm friends with? We talk through Facebook and in person, but I really need his number. Next time you're on Facebook, be like, hey, I gotta run mid-conversation when it's still like a good conversation and it's not like lulling. Just be like, hey, I gotta go do this, here's my number, text me, you know, just give it to him. That's the easiest way to do it. Or if you just want his number, say, hey, I'd love to continue this, but I gotta go do this. Give me your number and I'll text you when I'm done. I get jealous really easily when my boyfriend does something as small as talk to other girls, but it's not the pissy fuck you jealous, it's the man, could he have a crush on her, I'm sad jealous. He's done many sweet things and he's an amazing boyfriend, is there a way I could stop my jealousy? You just have to realize that he's with you, and you know what, whether or not he has a crush on her or he thinks that she's pretty, because yeah, you know, even when you're dating, you can appreciate another person's looks, you can be attracted to their personality, but he is making a choice to be with you. So I feel like it should be an ego boost that he has other options and other girls could be interested in him and he could be interested in them back, but he's still choosing to stay with you, and at the same time you're still choosing to stay with him, you know? So it's not just a, oh my god, I'm so lucky to have him, it's he's lucky to have me too, we're lucky to have found each other. So I feel like looking at it from a different perspective than like, oh god, he could leave me, you should be like, oh, he is picking me. I was stupid and lost my virginity to this friend of mine. Now he won't talk to me. I never thought he'd be one to use me. I texted him a message explaining I want us to still be friends and not let having sex get in the way. He didn't reply, and I messaged him on Facebook. He read it and didn't reply. Advice, drop his ass like you never even met him. You know what? Like, this is why in my virginity video on Girl Talk I said that, you know, it's not like you're giving a part of yourself away, you're just having sex, and while it should be meaningful, if it was a mistake, it's not like a part of you is missing. So you lost your virginity to this guy, but a good way to look at it is the next guy, it's still going to be your first time together, so you're technically, you could be, depending on how you look at it, losing your virginity all over again to this guy, you know, because it's your first time together. But yeah, I just, what a bad guy. Don't try to talk to him. You know, these guys, they tend to go through cycles where it's like, oh, I got what I need, I don't need to talk to her, and then if he gets lonely or desperate, he'll be like, oh, hey, I'm sorry, I was so busy, oh no, we should hang out and talk about this, you know? So don't fall into that cycle. Just, you know going into this that he could possibly be one of those guys who uses you, is over you, gets desperate, wants to use you again, and just stop it right there, don't talk to him, just drop him. How did you tell your parents you suffer from panic attacks? I also suffer from them and they suck. I don't know how to tell my parents. I want them to know, but I don't want them to put me in therapy and medication and stuff. The first time I had it, I literally went into the room and I was like, I just had a panic attack. I don't know why, and I'm terrified. And, you know, it was fine. You know, I stayed home from school the next day. We, you know, talked about it for hours and hours, and it was nice to communicate about it because I could kind of, even though my thoughts weren't fully formed, we just had a communication and we kind of talked through what I was thinking, which was very helpful. So the thing is, like, you shouldn't have a bad thought going into this about therapy or medication, because that is what helps some people, but I feel like when you do talk to your parents, you should discuss your options, and you know, if you feel like your parents are the kind of people that would force you into something, into medication or into therapy or something that you're not comfortable with, they might know best for you, so consider that. But if you're just completely 100% against it, talk to someone else, like a counselor. Do you think it's acceptable for 14-year-old girls to get fingered? I'm going to answer this seriously, even though I'm sure that every fucking sexual question that's ever been asked is a trolling question. I think as long as you are comfortable with a guy that you're with, you can talk about sex openly with him, you can be safe about it, you know, and I mean, girls do shit so young now, you know, like people in my town are 11 and they're having sex, so I feel like being 14, while not the ideal age, and just getting fingered instead of like having sex is better than what you could be doing. If you're comfortable, like if you're absolutely ready for this, there's not a question in your mind, then fine. I would wait a little bit just for anything sexual until you kind of know yourself a little bit more. But you know what? There's worse things you could be doing. My friends are forcing me to date this guy that I like and get into a relationship, but I don't want a relationship with him, and they're slapping me and making me do stuff and asking me for money afterwards. I'm a shy girl and can't take control. What do I do? You need to take control. I don't care if you're shy. They are not your friends, first of all. Second of all, take some fucking control, because this is not okay to be treated like that. Like, if you don't want to be in a relationship with him, just say, I'm not dating him, you cannot have money, and stop fucking touching me. Like, just flat out. And you know what? These girls, you just need to drop them. They're clearly not your friends. Friends do not treat you like that. And it might be scary to be alone for a little bit, but it's better to be alone with fewer friends than to be with, like, people who are literally abusing you right here. And, like, you don't give money to people. Like, ugh. Just get out of this. Just don't be friends with them. The relationship at this point is the least of your worries. Just get out of this friendship. So that's it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Make sure to check out my Ask FM playlist, which I will link down below, and ask me other questions. Check out my Ask FM, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.